Is anybody out there fucking with me? Is this right? Yeah, this right, this my shit. And I've been on ice too long, tell them play my shit.
What up, YouTube, or whatever platform this is uploaded on? Definitely on YouTube, though. Mazaku here, aka Mikkel. You guys know me. As you know, around 3 to 4 weeks ago, and even last year, sorry about the pictures starting to collect themselves. I don't do it all the time, but I upload, personal videos because I do realize, as far as my fan base and my followers who do watch anime and all the etc. So basically, nerds like me who go through not only similar but worse, situations than I do. Sorry, these trees in the background kind of really, they're taking my quality away just so they can look better. Yeah, but you guys basically go through the same trials and tribulations as I do. And I've been talking to one of my friends. I've been taking long breaks from here, and I say I'm back, and then I really don't do it because I'm too emotional, or I'm going through something. And to a certain extent, that's become an excuse when it's when it's as repetitive as it is. So to basically follow up, I told you guys, some of my fans on my community feed, that I will follow up with another video revolving as far as relationship wise and what I'm doing now to grow from these situations, and how I'm really main course, how I'm really producing and in proceeding in my music, how I'm taking all of this energy and transferring it into something positive. So as you guys know, if you didn't watch the last video, the link is in the description. Turns out I had the majority of the things wrong. Not that I was wrong in this situation. It's just that situation turned out to be a lot deeper than I anticipated. So, as you guys know, back in July 1st, me and my girlfriend had separated. You guys know she dumped me via text message with the quote saying, she needed to find herself. She didn't know where she was or where she's supposed to be. And, we all been in situations like that to where we had to block the world off and block, people that we love off to really go find ourselves and find our own purpose. So, though I was upset, I understood. But things did get a little iffy when, as I said, she has lots of people in her life that she did keep in there. And as far as, parents, work, friends, toxic or not, those people still had the invitation to her life. It was just one-sided to where it's only me that got that treatment. So her needed to find herself by herself, which is verbatim of what she had said. I chose to respect it, but after that, you couldn't really respect it anymore. As I said in my song Blue Boy, which I hope you guys listen to, link in the description, inner rejuvenation is a blessing. A blocking out expected only when it's consistent, never when it's selective. And I like to transfer these words, and these feelings that I go through into my music. And not just only through, social media, et cetera, because I want to be one of those people that people think, oh, he just posts everything on the media. No, because I do understand, my crowd, my generation, they kind of need to know a story first before we're listening to the music and understanding it. And that was part of the disconnect that I did have in my music in the past. So this time I'm making sure that, exactly what I'm talking about, which points I'm hitting at, what I'm going through, watch me turn what I'm going through into art. So now you get it step by step, not calling my generation slower or, anything like that. But some people, they do need extra steps to understand something. And, now I understand that. So that's what I'm doing here. Call it promotion, but it's also helping people as well who going through these situations. So I call it, 4 birds, one stone. It helps people in multiple ways. As I was saying, basically, she cut me off. She said, it's not you, it's me kind of thing. And, as far as mental illness and mental issues, I understand that completely. I had faced my trials and tribulations, especially out of the last 3 years, man. I've been through a lot, and it's surprised that I'm still alive today, thanks off the strength of God that I'm still here. And, I'll never take that for granted again, even though I still feel uneasy. Some days I want to live, some days that I don't. But at the end of the day, the end result is I wake up another morning. So I feel like some progress is being made regardless. I'm still waking up every morning. And, I'm blessed for the life that I got. And I need to be more grateful for the hand I was dealt, because I do understand, back then, last year when I had dropped my mixtape, it was just full of hatred because I was so mad at a certain person that I was convinced that I had the worst hand dealt ever. And since I was already being painted as a villain, I decided to act out as such. And all I did was just lose myself and not forsaken myself. And when I found myself and I found God again, that's when things began to come on track. And then another female came into my life. And, still to that, I'm not, my pride is getting in the way. Even though I'm very heartbroken now, I can still say that's the best relationship I've ever had in my life. I never felt, love like that, or at least that's what I thought it was. I always say I'll be grateful to this certain individual because she's the only person that showed me what real love was. But as time goes on and you find more shit out, you really start to second guess, was it really real love or not? And if it's not, then it's not. Fuck it. You guys determine it. After this video, I'm gonna try to give it less energy as possible. But I'm talking to my friend Mike. He's been saying, don't act like this person doesn't exist, because we're human. We all have feelings. You have to learn to embrace them. And I feel like I did do that last year, but I did it in such a negative way, which is why I wasn't really trying to follow it now. But now I kind of understand what he was saying. I can't just pretend somebody doesn't exist. Because if I forget they exist and forget what they did, I forget the lesson that they were supposed to teach me in my life. They were only supposed to be there for that amount of time. And if I just forget them, I'm liable to make the same mistake again. So I don't want to do that. I got to acknowledge it. Their feelings, they're going to be here now. They won't be here later. They could reappear later. Who knows? So first, I just like to really thank him for that. Doesn't mean I can say, man, fuck that bitch as much as I want. It's still just going to linger in the back of my head, and it's just going to bottle up and just make me even more angrier over time. And that's something I don't want to do. So any anger that I have, or resentment or hatred, I'd rather release that now than have it bottled up until later, and it's unfairly released on someone else, God forbid. But yeah, this female who insisted that she needed time to herself to really figure out where she wanted to be at, because I understand she was having those problems, and she said she has some dreams and goals that she wants to accomplish that she can't really get them out into words or really speak to me about specifically, and she need to do it alone. And me personally, I feel like any couple or marriage, if somebody's going through something, y'all either go through that together, or she can still go through it alone. But the separation, there's no need for that. Won't help anything. And I still never got that, and I still don't get it now because it makes no sense. That's just to me. That's my own preference. So me, as time goes on, this is July 1st when she dumped me. I tried to reach out to her, as I told you guys. For like 3.5 weeks, she just ignored me. She texted me back a couple of times here and there saying she thought it'd be easier on me. She didn't text me, and I'll get back to that later. And spent time, so I was really going through it, because it happened out of nowhere. Dumping through text, there was no communication. This is somebody who really pride themselves. And one day we had conversation when we were still in a relationship. What's the most important thing in a relationship? Hers was communication, mine was trust. So it really shocked me that was the way that she chose to end things. And it sucked still, but yeah, as I said, that happened. And she needs time to herself, by herself, to figure out who she was. And it sucked because I was the only one cut off. But hey, it wasn't until recent until I'm on Instagram. Mind you, she blocked me on Instagram and all that stuff. So that also threw me for a loop. It was not my fault if I've done nothing. And just et cetera. She still insisted, it's so that she said it was. Why she blocked me again? Yeah, she said it'd be easier on me. I think she did that because it'd be easier for her to forget me. Because I had to tell her multiple times, blocking somebody on social media doesn't make them forget what somebody exists. I don't know what's up with this new generation. Social media isn't fucking real life. And you're talking to the guy who stays on freaking YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Social media is not real life. This is all, I'm not gonna say it's a facade because people make real money off of this. Me. But it's listen, calm the fuck down. It's never been that deep. And for somebody of her intellect to even say some stupid shit like that, this pissed me off. And she recently told me this, by the way. But yeah, so recently I'm on Instagram, and you can see people from your city on there show up in the news feed thingy, or the explore page. There we go. And seeing dude, amateur boxer guy, Philadelphia, yada yada. And I see that she's tagged in one of his pictures, and I'm not sure if it's there anymore. And it was my ex-girlfriend, and both of their profile pictures are the same. And on each other's bios, they have each other's, names and shit like that on there. And at this point, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Now you feel lied to in this situation. This is why I had to do a follow-up video, because as I said, it wasn't as I thought it seemed. Because when this first happened, my friend saying there's another guy, I'm like, I don't know. I doubt it, because I didn't think this female was like that, because I thought I knew her that well. Obviously, I freaking don't. So, it's this guy who's her new guy now. And I remember after she had done me, I said, so what's going to happen if the guy asks you for numbers? She said, I'll gladly tell him, no, not at all. I'm taking this time to find myself. And mind you, she told me to even try to go find a people, because she said she didn't want to hold me, had me waiting for so long for something that she's not even sure about herself yet. So I was like, okay, that's understandable. I'm still hurt. But now, at this point, it's like, yo, what the fuck were you talking about? Because it hasn't even been 70 freaking days yet. You're in another relationship. And mind you, this is just me finding out that she's in a relationship. She's been in this relationship since July. She let me go in July. So July 1st is when I got severed. And then I'm guessing those 3.5 weeks of her kind of ignoring me, texting me here and there, and then she just stopped talking to me. She was obviously talking to him. And mind you, I'm sitting there, I'm going through it. I'm talking to my friends, trying to see if they have any advice or anything to calm me down, and trying to tell me something that I already basically know in my head already. And one of them suggested, yo, man, let's ask it. Or was he there when y'all was, what's it called? Mind you, I can't do that anyway. Hold on, let's let the pixels gather. So I just text her mother, message, yada yada. What's this guy here? Yada 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 yada. Because he said it's better to know than just not know. You're just gonna have it on your mind. I didn't really necessarily think that was a good idea to even message that, but I just did it. And then she texted me via Facebook. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, yeah, you guys will know all the texts that she sent me. I showed you. Basically, the first text was, and I'm not gonna quote it exactly, but she basically said, "You should know me better than that." No, he was just he was a close friend already, and when it happened, he was there, he was comforting, he was just there, and that was like the excuse that I got. And it's like, so mind you, I was her friend, then her best friend, then her lover. That's how that started. And another guy just got her because he was just there, and apparently he was a close friend. The whole time I knew this female, I've never heard of this guy being a close friend of her. I never seen him, none of that. Dude did not exist. So I'm not sure how close he was or how much of a bullshit it was that she was talking about. And then a lot of females do, basically, she told me, if you think that I'm somebody like that, I'll let you think I am whatever you think. Basically, what she said is, if you need to feel like that I'm a terrible person for your own validation, go right on ahead. So basically, she tried to turn that around on me, saying if I feel like she's a bad person, that's my fault. It's not hers, and what she's doing, there's nothing wrong with it. And basically, if I feel like it is her fault or she is a bad person, that means there's something wrong with me. And you will have people like that with stupid ass damage control, which only works on suck ass niggas. I'm not one of them. I'm not gonna say so. I'm not a suck ass nigga. No. See, what the thing is, she wasn't gonna tell me she was with this new guy. Mind you, it's not like I just got in a relationship with this female. We were friends and best friends. So I was already cut off completely. So she wasn't gonna tell me. I found out on some weird shit, and then I found out again. Oh shit, she was like dating this guy the same month. Not from her mouth, but from the guy's previous relationship. Because the guy who she's going out with is, I don't really want to say it on here because I don't want her to see it and to find out, because I feel like karma already hit her and she's already reaping what she sowed. But the guy's a bona fide cheater. We all know who to do this. Me and my nigga, we know who to do is. One of my boys done smashed his ex before. And the reason why they not, because dude, that's what he does. And he's still, the crazy thing is, the new guy but he is still involved with his exes. He still is in contact with them. Whether I'm talking contact verbally or physically, wink, wink, you know what I mean. So I feel like, okay, I told her from the jump, not even from the jump, but like recently, karma will get you. Because I thought that you were leaving to fix yourself. No, you were leaving not to find yourself, but you was leaving to find someone else. or he was already there. But here's the thing, though. I know this female, you know, when she going through something, she doesn't sit there and makes it so blatant on like social media. So she didn't post, "Hey, I'm single," on social media. So in this rare occasion from a guy, even if he close or not, saying, "Hey, you single?" She just say, "Yeah," through her DM. Most likely, she was planning to break up with me, even though she told me, even when she broke up with me, saying I would think about this for a while. So when she's thinking about it, she's telling her best friend, I guess anybody else friends that's close to her. I have no idea. So I know now that this guy and her other best friend knew that what she was gonna do to me. And the other guy, I can't necessarily hate on the new dude, because I'm gonna be quite honest and that I wasn't completely honest with in my last video. I knew this female since 2015, you know? I met her through a great friend, and I know for a fact, had I never not went to that Sweet 16 with him, I would have never met this chick. I'm going to be going through this now. Because logically speaking, I met my second heartbreak before I even had my first. And it's crazy how things just go on into a storyline. It made good for good TV. You know, it's great for good TV, but in real life, it really sucks. And it can really push somebody over the edge. I met this lady in 2015. Of course, I tried to get with her then, but she was more in tune and focused on school, and I respected the hell out of that 100%. And that I got stabbed once when I posted my video about my ex before this one, you know, in 2016, you know, how that situation ended. And by the way, me and her, we're completely cool with each other now. We're cordial. No hating, none of that. I literally played basketball the other day. She sat on my face. I'm not a good basketball player. No, get me in football or in the octagon or something. I can do some shit, but basketball is not my sport. And this same ex, you know, the one I'm talking about now, she had commented under that video, and now as we found a screenshot, I could show y'all, you know, exactly what I'm talking about. No sympathizing with me, yada yada yada. You can read that. And it sucks now that you put me in an even worse situation than that when I was talking about this. Like, what the fuck? So now you dump me weeks later. Who, when you say this guy was comforting and he was a good guy, and I'm like, I was comforting. I was a good guy. So none of it adds up, and it's like, why are you playing victim when you're the one who dumped me? And she finally told me she was like unhappy with herself. She was happy with herself in a relationship. She was happy about her art. But when I tried to help you with that stuff, when you was telling me this, you said no, you need to do it alone. But then you find someone else weeks later, and then here's the reason why. Oh, it just happened. So listen, I don't want to be one of those guys, but that's straight up, that is thought mentality. And of course, if she was here, she'd probably say, if you need to say it about, listen, I'm not even saying this shit. It's literally everybody around me. It's like if you see somebody sucking gat or something, you say you gay, and he says, if it validates you to make you think that I'm gay, no, motherfucker, it's right there. We see it. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just that y'all mean we know what it. It's not rocket science here, you know. And people make things bigger than what they are. If you are that way, then you are that way. If I couldn't read you to see that you could be that way in the future, that's my own fault, because I didn't. And you guys know me. I'm a straight ass dude. I don't smoke, I don't drink, do anything. She smokes weed sometimes. She drinks sometimes. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. And that's not something that I do, especially when it comes to stuff like that, because that's the opposite of my lifestyle. But now, you know, as I said, my friend Mike, who I was talking to, my job is literally near an airport, so let's give it a moment. I feel like it's getting louder. Yeah, but as I'm talking to my friend Mike, you know, he says, this tells you next relationship, he said he really wants me to look at the bigger picture, look at how she's raised, look at how she carries herself, and look at her friends, look who she hangs around. See, me, as far as her mother, father was, her father had a little bit of problems with her, you know, but that's natural, you know, it's understandable. But as far as her friends, I can't lie, you know, as far as her friends, some are okay, but her two best friends are straight up thoughts. And that should have been a red flag right there, because I know that a lot of, you know, birds flock of the same feather. But I never wanted to really judge somebody off of that, because me and my friends, although we have a lot in common, we are also different at the same time. So I always looked at it through my situation, but now I had to look at it more stern. You know, one of her friends got teamed to call it a threesome. Other friends fuck nigga for money and fucking weed and free food at restaurants. So it's like, I probably should have seen something like this coming, and I probably should have really seen it when my ex got the tattoo right in between. Because I'm not gonna say that's a modern day tramp stamp, but every female I know with that shit done did some shit, and it's hard to really say that because at one point you believe this person was holy, you know, this person you love and shit like that. I'm not gonna sit here and call her a thought or nothing like that. I don't really give a fuck about it. Excuse me, I'm lying. I give a lot of fucks about it because then that makes me look a certain way. It makes me feel like I haven't made any progress since, you know, my past of dealing with women. It's feel like I'm only backtracking. I'm not going forward. And you know, yeah, basically, yeah, she left me. A couple weeks later, she's in another relationship. It just happened. And as my friend Mikey said, listen, you just got to acknowledge what happened. You got to keep acknowledging it, keep on doing it too. It doesn't hurt anymore. So, you know, I do have to sit there and think, damn, this shit is fucked up. I got to sit there and acknowledge the fact that, yo, eventually, or even right now, as I'm making this video, this dude could be fucking her in the bed that I bought her. They chill in the same house, which I moved everything into. I moved them into the house, not financially, but physically, I moved everything in there. And it's like, you know what? I got to sit there and I got to tell myself that, and I don't have to be okay with it, but I gotta acknowledge it. You know, I gotta recognize that it's there. Okay, that happened. All right, and it sucks to say it. It sucks to say it. It really does, because it makes me feel like a loser. But at the same time, I did know I didn't do anything wrong in a relationship. Mind you, I'm not a type of guy like, man, I never do anything wrong. Yada. When I do wrong, trust me, I would tell you that I did wrong, and you know, that's that. You know, nobody's perfect. You know, she wouldn't even tell you herself that I didn't do anything wrong. She said she was unhappy in a relationship. But as far as somebody who was so big on communication, you're supposed to let your partner know. Not just get up and leave and take the easy way out. So, you know, as far as the dude that she with, he was a close friend already. That's what she told me. Congratulations to him. I can't hate on that hustle because at the same time, as I said, I didn't tell you guys before last time, she had a boyfriend named Alex. I was her friend while he was her boyfriend. And me and her would hang out all the time. He knew though, which is weird. Why the fuck would you let us hang out? And why the fuck would you let her come to my house? Mind you, I didn't smash. But she would come over, we chill. But we'll be hooked up a little bit, you know? And we laid up together and shit like that. And I'm guessing Alex had like 10 bitches to just let one of them just come over, and then he probably didn't care. And she wanted to bring it up with him after 7 months. Then me and her started going out. On Black Friday, I smashed, and then we started going out. So to get that straight, yeah, I smashed first, and that's probably another red flag. But in some situations, that it doesn't really matter. Sex is just sex to a certain extent. You know, I knew her for a long time. She said she trusted me, and yeah, we had sex. And then a week later, we made it official. But between that week, I done smashed like 4 more times after that. So now I'm her boyfriend, and I made sure to tell her I'm not Alex. Don't do that shit to me. So at this point, you know, mind you, my friend, you know, DR3, he was telling me, said, listen, you know, I respect you got relationships. She seemed like a nice girl. He said, but don't forget how you got there. And you know, in reality, you lose them how you get them, and that's exactly what happened to me. The same way I got her, I was a friend first, waited to a dude. You know what I mean? She told him to kick rocks. I got in there. And just like this guy, with 7 months time, she let me go. So at the same time, this is the same female who moved maybe like 10, 12, 15 times in her life. So she's used to leaving friends behind, etc., etc., etc. It's second nature to her. So I probably should have seen like maybe she could really care less about commitment. Mind you, she said she felt bad about, you know, leaving them. At the same time, I was talking to her about that when we were together, and yes, she'll say she feel bad, but her actions say something different. It's like, does she really even care? Because while I'm going through what I'm going through after she dumps me, she's telling me, even in the messages, you know, that friend I recently, that, you know, she got a guy, and then, you know, she said, I'm sorry that you feel that way, I'm sorry that hurts you, I'm sorry that I was the one to do, I wish I wasn't. And I hate shit like that, because it's like, you're the one who did it. What do you mean if I could change? No, you're the one who did it. So you can't say if I could change. No. Not if you could change, you regret. Don't say you're sorry. You're not. Because you're saying you're sorry that I feel that way. You're not saying I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry that you feel a kind of way what I did. But what I did to me wasn't wrong. It doesn't make me a terrible person. Therefore, I'm fine with doing it. So as far as the dude, the way he got her, I can't knock it because that's the same way I did. But good luck to the guy. Because the shorty clearly has fucking issues and fucking commitment issues. Something is clearly wrong with this female. And if you say something wrong with this female, oh no, she'll tell you nothing's wrong with me. If you feel that way, you need to feel that way, then go ahead, but there's nothing wrong with me. And, you know, you got to really stay away from those kind of people who not only do wrong, but they're not realizing that they're doing wrong. These same people with these emotions need to really understand that other people have emotions as well. They're not the only ones in the world, and that makes them dangerous people to be around. To not even just to be in a relationship, but to be around. Like the vibe, the energy is all the way off now. Because this person is something that I've never met. I didn't know I got myself into that. I never knew it was that far off. I never knew this chick at all. And, you know, that's just the sad truth. So like, I really think my friend Mike for him saying that I got to acknowledge that it happened. So every day when I get a thought, I can't be like, no, fuck. No, I got to acknowledge, yep, it happened. I got to do it, and it sucks and it hurts to do it. But it's going to help me in the long run. So if he's watching this, bro, thank you so much. Thank all my friends. Thank my mentor. I think my mentor, Donald, even though from freaking high school, like he been there for all of my relationships, gave me advice before and after, those occurred. And, he helped shape me and mold me to, the man that I am today. So, I appreciate him, for that as well. Let him know that, nothing really goes unseen. I really appreciate this man. Like, I love this man to death. My friend DR3, Kevin, Ant, Mike, Jerry, Sean, Ramik. It's like all of them really had a big part of me staying alive, going through this, breakup process again, because it keeps happening the same way. And, of course you get to that thing and you'd be like, man, something's clearly wrong with me. I probably felt like that for like 48 hours. And I said, no, there's definitely something wrong with them. Because if it's anything like the last one, the one before, a couple of months later, this is how it's going to go. Boy would hit. She realized she misses me. And then she'll hit me back up. And then it'll be way too late by then. I've been through this song and this dance before. It's nothing new, but it doesn't mean it hurts any less. Each time it happens, it hurts more. Because you feel like you're making no progress. All of the breakups happen in the same season, right in the summer. And it's like, man, what am I really doing with my life? What am I doing here? Everything I do, 3 years, why am I in the same predicament? Every time I'm in the same predicament, and it hurts you. Either you get cheated on, you getting lied to, you getting dumped, or all of the above. That's how all of my relationships been. And it's never been a relationship where we both was cordial and we decided we need to let it go. No, that's it. Just packed on with lies, bullshit, and false emotions. And that's what I've been dealing with. But as I told her, when she was saying all this shit to me, I was telling her, her ideology is flawed, and I was looking for closure in all the wrong places. This is the type of person, as Mike told me, this type of person that cannot give you closure for anything. She's lost. And I had to accept the fact that she's lost. And good luck to the guy that she's with, because he's going to find out very soon. Hope he hit, though, because that shit is crazy. But it's like, it's nothing more than that. And, just, I think 2 nights ago, this is when I found out, oh yeah, this dude is bona fide cheater. This is what he does. And he already done cheated on, my ex. So it's like, okay, cool. Comeuppance. As I told her, two things you can't hide from. You can't hide from God. You can't hide from karma. It's always going to find you. Karma found me in the past for shit that I did. Not relationship-wise, but other dumbass shit that I did. Because I was really a dumbass motherfucker. I wasn't an idiot. I just did dumb shit. And, karma always found me. Every time. Scared the shit out of me. And I'd be like, oh, I got to slow it down. I'm jawling here. So, the power of God and karma, man, you can't really run from that. So I understand my situation, I understand what I had to do now. Sort of suicidal thoughts and shit like that, they come and go, but at the end of the day, I'm waking up every morning and I'm making progress. And I think this stems from me being younger. I'm not going to say my mom and dad was never around, because they were around, especially when I needed them to be, but I never really verbally talked about any kind of relationships with them. My mom and my dad, they knew each other since they were 5. They know each other, you know, by the back of their hand. And as far as their relationships, that's too much going on. It's a lot of shit I don't know, and it's a lot of shit I don't want to know. But one thing I failed to do, I failed to communicate with them about any of my relationship problems. So, you know, today I'm going to see my father, and I'm going to talk to him about this, and I need some wisdom, because hopefully, like, maybe this is what God was telling me to do, because I've been meaning to tell my mom and my dad about all my relationships, and but that never happened. I'm about to be 21 years old, probably 21 by the time this is uploaded, so happy birthday. As it might be my birthday when I upload this shit. But as of to now, as far as YouTube, you guys are getting this today or tomorrow. My birthday is September 24th, if you're asking. So, you see this on September 24th, I'm going to see happy birthday comment though. So now I really feel like I need to just break that cycle. My family's really not that good on communication. And I only became, you know, kind of solid communication as a base run because of my ex. Because she said relationship communication is a big deal to her. So therefore, I adjusted myself. I put on my big boy pants, and that's what I did. And it wasn't enough. I just wasn't enough. Or maybe she I don't know. Maybe she just fucking stupid. That's what I'm just have to go with. Because if I'm wrong, I'll say so. You know what I mean? But it's certain points, man, you can't just blame yourself. You can't blame yourself for other people's actions. This chick is stupid. She's going out with a cheater, so that's her comeuppance. And I'm gonna find me a nice woman years from now, because I definitely don't. No, relationship shit, fuck all that shit now. You know what I mean? And as far as right now, I'm just grateful to be alive. And, you know, even though this chick did me wrong, hopefully she really finds herself, because she says she's still finding herself. It's like, you're supposed to wait till you're done. Remember, bitch, that's why you didn't fucking talk to me. But it's, you know, some people, they know what they want. Sometimes in a relationship, you have to ask, yeah, I'm the one that she got, but am I the one that she wants? And that's the hardest question. That is the hardest question to ask yourself in a relationship, especially when you're blinded by love. You're blinded by it. And, you know, some signs of a relationship that I ignore. Like one time, when I brought her to meet my mother for the first time, another guy named Charles texted, some guy who liked that at work. And mind you, everybody in the work section had each other numbers, because the schedules, the way they were fucking built, it was Didi's discount. The schedule's retarded, I guess. They all need to work around each other's schedules. And mind you, I told her to block him prior to him texting her that night. And she said she blocked him, and she unblocked him because she needed to know her schedule. And then she blocked him again. But it's like, nah, that shit ain't sit right with me. But I was too blinded by love to really let that shit really sink in my head and control all my emotions and all that shit. I probably should have just stubbed it right there. You know, I doubt she was smashing, but at the end of the day, she claims I should know her well enough to not cheat. But if I knew you well enough, I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't have made the last video. I wouldn't have made those posts on Facebook. I wouldn't have did certain shit. I wouldn't be in this position if I knew you well enough. And it's just a fucking damage control that these females try to pull on men who they think they're smarter than when they're clearly not. I'm not one of those type of dudes, man. I'm very intelligent. This is just stupid. This is just stupid. But yeah, you know, a couple nights ago, she texted me saying, "Are you trying to get somebody to fight my boyfriend?" Mind you, nobody gives a fuck about her boyfriend. We just know this nigga. We know who he is, and we know what he does. Therefore, we're just laughing at you right now, because now you look fucking stupid. So, no, that's told her, no, nobody's trying to fight your dude. I'm not even a violent person. Unless it gets serious, then, oh yeah, my MMA background starts coming out. You know, yeah, I use my arsenal. Some stupid shit goes down. But that's a random question, because I had her blocked. I have no idea how the fuck she texted me back, because it wasn't her mom's number. It wasn't her mom's number, and I had to block her mom too, because it's like, after I sent you that, it's no reason for me to really have my mom's number. I found her mom's number through my old phone. That's how I contacted her in the first place to answer that question. And after that, it was blocked sitting from there. So I get text from this number saying, "Are you trying to get somebody to fight my boyfriend?" I replies, "Who is this?" She confirms it's her. I said, "Nobody wants to fight your boyfriend." Now, that's weird, because it's like, what were you and your boyfriend talking about for him to even indicate, hey, Mikkel must have fight him, or why would Mikkel get some? First of all, why would I get anybody? And if I were to get anybody, it'd be my friends. But you guys see me in the physical. Do I look like I need to really get somebody to fucking fight somebody? And why would I want to fight this nigga over a bitch I already fucked? It makes no fucking sense to me. It's like, I smashed. He got you now, cool. But it's not like I still want you. No, I'm upset. If I'm upset, then I'm upset with you. I don't knock Bull game. I respect his game completely. It's just to know, look, I played that exact game you played and I seen how it ended. Play it, that's it. No, I told him, yo, congratulations, bro, good luck. And I seen that when you said that shit. I was in my fucking feelings and shit, some nut ass shit. But you know, when you in that shit, you in that zone, dog, you be on some shit. Like a couple days ago, I was hoping Boy started some fucking troubles just so I could just send him a picture of his girl with my dick in her mouth and stuff. Ha, that kid. I mean, but that's immature shit. Now I was gonna do that and I said, "Ha, that's my karma. I can get that shit on y'all." But I'm like, no, I gotta put this in God's hands, and karma will seep through itself, and it seep through earlier than expected. Boy's a bona fide cheater. She don't fucking know unless she watches this video, but I doubt she watches my shit. If she blocked me and everything, she shouldn't be watching my fucking videos. Makes no sense. So, yeah. That's real fucking validation for you. And then if she happens to be watching the shit, hope not. If she watches it, I really don't give a fuck, to be quite honest. But it's like, I'm not gonna fight a dude. That's sucking shit. I don't know. Any nigga that does this is a fucking sucker, bro. Fight him over a female that already left you. Oh my God. That's not gonna change anything. You'll be fighting for the rest of your life if that's your mentality. Now, one thing that did pique my interest, because you're talking to him, whatever y'all texting, why would he get the notion about me and my niggas wanting to do something to him? And they see preparing something himself is now the question, because I don't really know this nigga. I never gave any indication that I'm going to fuck him up or that I'm going to do anything to him. Why is he getting those indications? So now it's like, okay, your boy's kind of running his mouth too much. I ain't threatening her. I just said nobody wants to fight this dude. Like, nobody gives a fuck about this dude. So the most I did is just put that shit on, incorporated that shit into my music. I ain't even post that one to show. It's like, that's just weird. I'm not gonna do that. I just put this shit in my music. It's one of my songs. Now, mind you, I really did try to stray from making disrespectful songs on this mixtape, because I got songs about this relationship, but they're songs that help people listen to and they can feel what I'm saying, yada yada. This the song I got was already completed, but since this happened, I just added to the song, and I'm not gonna lie, it can get very disrespectful, even more than the last. But next time, just keep your mouth shut about me and fighting me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You get with a girl, you want to fight her ex-boyfriend for what? It's fucking stupid. And then you're talking about me getting somebody and one of my friends or some shit to fight you for me. Don't even talk about, like, you want to fight me, this one thing, I can ignore you. But now you bringing it outward to the people I associate with. That just makes me mad, which is why it's like, okay, all right, I just spit some lyrics about it, and I just leave that shit alone for now. If it get any deeper than that, then it does, but it's fucking stupid. I'm not fighting this nigga over no fucking bitch, bro. If I really wanted to disrespect this dude, as I said, I could have been sent him a video via Instagram of me clapping his girlfriend's cheeks open. And I don't give a fuck who you are. If you see that shit, whether it's from a year, 2, 3 years, this is a couple months ago, of your girl getting her shit busted open, you're not gonna look at it the same, nor you might even want to be with her at all. But it's like, if I wanted to be grimy, I could have been 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times as grimy as she was when the way she went about things with me and that relationship ending and then going out right after that. But I'm trying to grow as a person. I'm trying not to become that person again, even if it's temporary. I'm really trying to be cool. I'm trying to be a good boy. So I just left it in rap. I left it in the lyrics. You feel me? Word to Mike, because he respects it more when it's incorporated into the lyrics than on social media. So no, with her texting me saying, you trying to fight my boyfriend, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. That's not happening. But I'm on my lunch break, and it's getting ready to be time for me to go back out and do my thing. Do I got my juice with me still? I drunk that shit. Damn it, I think I lost. Oh, no, it's right here. Cool. So, yeah, I'm going to go do my thing. As far as the people who gave me the good, the big up messages, all of my fans, when I was going through those suicidal thoughts, thank you so much. I feel like now that, especially after making this video and talking, I want to live more than I had been in the last 3 years. So, and I owe big thanks to Mike, Dre, Meek, Sean, Kevin, Jerry, all of my fans, every single DM I got. Thank y'all, even the ones on Facebook. Co-workers, everybody really helped me big up myself, and realize who the fuck I was. And then I can go out to the real world and I can go ahead and start being me again. And that's all I ever wanted, was to be me and to be accepted for me and to be loved for me. And I look for it in all the wrong places. And when shit goes left, I kind of forget all the people who still have my back. Yeah, one person went down, but I still got 50 to 100 motherfuckers still standing. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Happy birthday to me. I'm 21 years old. A lot of people of my skin color don't get to see that age. So I'm grateful for that. I can learn from all these situations. And, you know, I look forward to dropping my song. It's not on my birthday. My last single called God of the Nile. I'll explain that as the song is dropping. As I said, I said I was going to be a little bit petty in the lyrics, but I left it in the lyrics. And that's where I'm leaving it at. And ain't going to go further than that. If niggas are smart, it definitely will go further than that. So, yeah. Thank you guys for spending the time to watch this video. Make sure to like, share, all of that. Anybody going through something similar than I went through. I done went through this 3 times now, and I'm still standing. And I feel like me talking about this, you know, opening myself, being vulnerable, it's not a sign of weakness, but it's a sign of strength. You know, I've been crying my tears behind camera and all this extra, you know, fuckery. So now, you know, it's just time for me to go out and live my life. You know, I got family that love me, and I need to talk to my father. I need to have a real good talk with my dad about what I've been going through, because I never talked to him about topics like this a day in my life. I'm 21. I think it's time. So thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to share the video, comment, give your feedback, and show this to somebody who really needs it. That I know they're not the only ones. They're not alone going through a certain situation with relationship with females. And mind you, I'm a nerd too. I watch Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. I used to get teased for shit like that growing up, you know. And now people know me for it, and they respect me for it. And I actually made a lot of money off of it for you know, being a nerd. So don't ever change yourself for somebody else. Don't ever do that. Not that I did in this last relationship, but don't ever change yourself for anybody else, man. If you got a gut feeling that something's going where go left, get the fuck out of there. Because in the long run, you're really going to regret it. So that's just my 2 cents. And make sure to always better yourself while you're with somebody, or if you're not with them. You can always better yourself. You don't need to let go of somebody to fix yourself, and then you're in this weird situation. I met too many people like that, and when they let the one get away because they wanted to go out and they wanted to be fresh. They wanted to do nut shit. You know, they wanted to be young and shit like that. They didn't want to come back to something. No, and then they realized you have no home there anymore. You had one shot. You got one shot with somebody, or at least a lot of people. So don't blow it. Treat them like every day. Treat them like that's the last day you're going to see them, even if you don't want to. But for some people, some certain cases, it takes that. But always stay true to yourself, and always really watch, really read people. Because I used to be a person who was really against that, but really read people now. Now I see you really have to read people. Every little thing, it was something dead the whole situation. Period. It'll help in your long run. It hurt when you're doing it, but 2-3 weeks later, maybe a couple months later, you realize, yeah, that was for the best. So thank y'all for watching. Kai Mazaku, shout out to Kai Exile. We have a music group, not like we're a band and shit, boy band, but we both make good music, and we both, you know, give people motivation. And I'm not gonna say it's a vibe. You know, this guy's my best friend. Been my friend for over a decade, even though we haven't seen each other so much. But in between hand, you know, the love was never lost. And, you know, I was having a conversation with him, you know, and he was like, you know, concerned, he almost quit music because he felt like he didn't want to open himself up to the world that way. So me posting all that shit on social media and shit like that, not only was it just musical promotion, but I said I'm helping people in that similar predicament. He's, you know, he had problems opening himself up to the world. If I can lead by example because I'm around him, or at least on social media, but, you know, we linked up recently. If I can give him an example of what it's like, that, hey, if I can do it, you can do it too. And me making these videos like this and like in parts like this and having deep conversations like this, that can help him as well. Because we're the co-founders of the Kai Music Group, and yes, we are recruiting. So make sure you really got some, you know, some nice music, some nice talent, and definitely, dude, you can come in. The only requirement, you gotta, whatever your rapper stage name is, you better add a Kai in front of that shit. And of course, it's Dragon Ball Z related, because it's something that, you know, that really inspired me. It's the stuff for this time to spell Kai, and one of the dub versions like Dragon Ball Z Kai. So I'm like, okay, I'll just have that. I'll snatch that out real quick. Kai Mazaku. That is one whole, so I don't get fucking sued. So it gotta be one thing. Kai Mazaku, Kai the Exile. We have some great music. He just recently did a freestyle song, not even song, but just something that he wrote in like an hour on this bus ride to Philly. Darth Vader, retrospect, speaking to his son Luke Skywalker, and this shit is fire. It's all over my Instagram, my Kai Mazaku official, and the Kai Music Group page. So make sure you guys follow that as well. Follow Kai Mazaku official, me. Follow Kai the Exile, which is him. Follow the Kai Mazaku, the Kai Music Group, which is both of us. So make sure you guys please support. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm out. So I'm back, and I spent right after work, went right to my father's house, and I didn't even waste too much time before I started, talking about the situation. Please don't mind me. I'm shirtless right now. I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. I'm very tired, and I felt like what I was like hoping for was more like just talks to make up for what I didn't get when I was younger, and I didn't get that, but I felt I left with something better. I felt like the conversation was between two grown men, one young man and one older man, and the wisdom that he bestowed upon me. I definitely wish I would have talked to him sooner. And when you're going up with your father, that's his dad. His rules, whatever he say goes. A lot of people really don't look to their parents or father and mother to talk to them for wisdom, because they're busy working, they're busy in school, and while you're a teenager you think you know it all and everything like that. But it was a truly a humbling experience. I got to see felt like I was seeing life from two different angles, and decisions and consequences that he brought up that I didn't even know existed. So I feel like I learned a lot from that conversation, and I'm going to use that to embed it in me, for me to make better music, in the future, and more positive music, because of that conversations. I feel like I want to make more mature music. Now, obviously, this whole project is already done. I'm not gonna say this project is immature at all. But at the end of the day, I'm my own man. Even though I could take some influences from my father, certain things will have to stick with me because those are me. But one of the most important things, that my father told me, that when I was explaining to him that when this person was saying, "Well, you must have not known me. You think I do this or that, this and that." My father told me, you can't really take them serious if they say you must have not known me had they not known themselves, which is why they made that initial decision to either cast you aside in the first place. And I haven't really thought of it that when I feel like my friend Mike was kind of telling me, something like that too. Somebody doesn't really understand themselves, and I was looking for closure in all the wrong places. And I basically got that message, and a lot more gems was dropped on me. That's just something that I remember the most. But the gems, I hold in my heart, and I'll use that moving forward. And it's gonna be hard because nothing's easy. But I think I feel like a man. I feel like what I done took from the wisdom, from the young, from the old. I said from the wisdom, from the wise, from the young, from the old, and I'm ready to attack the world now. So I'll be 21. Within like 26 or 27 hours, maybe. By the time you see this, I'll be 21. Birthday September 24th. So wish me happy birthday if you haven't already. It's truly like I feel like this is a coming of age experience for me, and it's still so overwhelming. I feel like I really need to sleep on everything that my father told me tonight, because there was a lot of gems that he told me, and it's like, man, I wish I really would have talked to you a lot sooner. And I talked to my stepmother too. She spilled some gems on me as well. I just wish I had more conversation with them. But it's better late than never. And I will continue to talk to him and use this part as my healing process. Through this situation that I'm going through. I'll continue to talk to my friends. My father's happy that I'm talking to my friends about these situations like that, because he feels like they have done a great job with me. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. And I still find myself to get out of bed every morning to go to work, and I'm functioning as a human being. And I think I'm doing well. I think I'm making improvements, but of course there's gonna be moments and days where
I'm down, I feel sad, and cause like right now it's nighttime. I'm in the crib alone. Yes, I feel a little down, but I threw this camera on. I just wanted to say, just thank everybody again, my fans, my family, my friends. Y'all really stuck through it. Through the whole ride, and I don't see y'all leaving anytime soon. So I just want to say thank y'all, and I love y'all with all of my heart. You guys are the reason I'm still alive. And with that being said, my upcoming project, I will name this project "Stay Alive." Not only am I saying that to myself, I'm saying that to all of you who's going through the similar situations, or even worse. Because even though I always go through bad stuff, I always acknowledge that somebody has a situation 10 times worse than me, and the fact that you're still here, you're making accomplishments. You made it to this video. You made it this far with me. I made it this far with you. So thank you so much.
Between my current days and past, since I realized there's an absence of general compassion. Why do I get laughed at? Why'd you push me down? Why'd you clown under my sneakers? Nike not around, here we can't afford Adidas. Went up in my room, I curl up and I start to cry. I was rocking beatbox before it was glorified. Nigga had feet lies before us, no more lies. Long shirt, baggy pants, January 2005. Another weekend, waking up and I'm yawning. All the cereal, DBZ in the morning. Need a crib, link up.